that's a nice crowd. So yeah, my name is Danay and I'm from Sweden, as you can see. Global warming is real, people. I was white just a month ago, you know, I don't know what happened. I just woke up one day, my skin got darker, my dick got longer, bank account got smaller. Crazy, you know, things just started changing. So yeah, but like it's quite fun being a black Swedish guy in China, you know, like every time I see a Chinese person on the streets, I like to grab them and sing black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I mean, like they know what it is, so you know. So yeah, I just came back. I was home in Sweden. Like I went there in the summer. It was too hot in here. Too hot in here. Yeah, it was too hot in China. You know, being a Swedish guy, like I can't handle that. You know. And also, like, people was a little bit ignorant this year. Like, when the temperature reached 40 degrees, they had news reporters walking around the street asking black people what we thought about it. Like, we have some kind of expert opinion about the matter, you know? Like, they probably invited some African to the news studio, you know, to comment on the heat. Like, give us your expert opinion, Mr. Mutungu. He was sitting there in the white professor robe and be like, today is like Nigerian heat, you know, it's very sticky. It makes your elbows very, very dry. Very, very dry. Very dry. It's not good heat. It's not like Burundi heat, you know. You're like, oh, that doesn't make sense, Mr. Mutungu. Let's go over to our other correspondent, Mr. Shakalele. What does your Negro sense say about today's hot weather? I don't know. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's hot now, you know, like it's cold now. I mean, like when it's cold, I get dry, you know, like black people got dry elbows, you know. I have to dip my elbows in lotions every day, you know. You can actually judge a person's blackness by the whiteness of his elbows. The blacker people are, the ashier their elbows. And like no one thinks about the problem, you know. You go to a store, you find lotions for hands, feet, faces, you know, even the inside of your butt cheeks, you know, not the elbows. Instead of L'Oreal, because you're worth it. They should have some ashy black guys saying L'Oreal for your elbows. Black elbows matters. Trying to say here, you know. Gotta do something about this problem. Yeah. So like also like I went to Korea and like in the hostel that I lived at, I had like a map over Seoul and all the places you can eat dog in Korea, you know. I thought like eating dog, I thought it was like a Chinese thing before I came here, you know. But like when I came out, I realized like Chinese people don't eat dogs, you know. Chinese people treat their dogs like little humans. I never seen anyone dress their dogs like they do here, you know. Some of these dogs have like a better sense of fashion than their owners, you know. I'm like, who are you wearing, you know? I want to rob this dog sometime, you know. You're gonna see me walk around with dog clothes, you know. They can't do nothing anyway, you know. So yeah, no, the dog of the year this year, so we have to respect dogs, you know. Can't do anything against dogs. So I went to like get a VPN, I go to like social media and like watch Instagram and stuff, and I see people like traveling by themselves, you know, but they have photos of themselves taken from afar, you know. I'm like, who is taking your photos if you're traveling by yourself, you know? You have like a personal photographer or something, you know? Like me, like I've been in China for like 2.5 years and I have like 10 photos of myself, you know? And it's mostly taken by other Chinese people who never seen a black person before, you know? Like I walk in the subway, they'll be like, oh, secretly, you know? I'm like, hey, I saw that. Can I scan your WeChat so you can send that to me? Because, you know, I need a photo for myself. You know, I think you got a good angle or something, you know? That's how I get my photos, you know? Like, yeah. Like when I go home, people ask me for photos of China, so I just Google some pictures, you know, and show them, you know? They'll be like, oh, that's such a good photo, you know? They have such a good resolution tonight. How do you take a photo of the Great Wall from space like that, you know? Hey, you got some good cameras, you know, don't have so much. Yeah. And like, yeah, I studied here. When I came here, I studied. But and like in my class, I had a guy whose name was Xing Shong, you know. I was like, shit, that's like being African and named Hubba Bubba, you know. Fucking amazing. Or a white guy named Potato, you know. Or Ernie or something. Another messed up white guy name is Dick. You know? I mean, like, say what you want about complicated Thai names or animal-sounding African names, but like, there's no other ethnicity that's gonna name themselves after their genitals. I know one guy named Dick, you know, and I feel kind of sorry for him. Because it's not like he was born in the 60s or something when all white people were dicks. It's not, you know? How do you come up with naming your kid Dick anyways, you know? They have some kind of dilemma like, hey honey, Ernie, what should we choose? Ass, tits, or dick, you know? Let's go this time, you know? We already use ass and tits, you know? Yeah, so like, apparently Dick is a Dutch name, you know? And like besides Dick, Cock is also a very common Dutch name. Dick and Cock, yeah. Like imagine being a girlfriend to anyone named that. You'd be confused for being a slut if you walk around and be like, hey, I love Dick. Imagine the wedding ceremony. The priest is gonna be like, do you promise to take this cock forever? She's gonna start having second guess, you know? You promise to take this cock in sickness and in health? You promise to take this sick cock? Yeah. It's a lot of funny names. Like countries in South America sounds like fruits, you know, if you think about it. Like Ecuador, Argentina, Paraguay, papaya, Panama, banana, Guatemala, guacamole, Brasilia, basilica, you know. Just a bunch of tutti frutti countries. So I read an article about an Asian guy who couldn't take a photo at a photo machine because the machine kept telling him to open his eyes. In New Zealand. Crazy, right? Fucked up. I feel the struggle, you know. It's the same thing with cameras that can never focus on black people. I look blurry on all my pictures. Every time I take a photo, I come out blurry, you know. But it could be a white guy in the same photo, 2 kilometers away, jumping bungee jump. It should come out the perfect definition, you know. The only way to take a photo of me is to put a white guy in front of me while the camera is focusing. And right before the flash, he jumps to the side, you know. That's why you can always find a white guy in mid-air in pictures of black people, you know. Just look close, you're gonna find them. The only cameras that focus on black people are security cameras. Come on, the super definition is security camera, you know? Yeah, man. That's how my parents took their wedding photo, you know? But yeah, I work as a recruiter here, like I recruit teachers, and like Chinese people can be pretty racist, right? Like yeah, some companies that I recruit for, like they only want native speakers, right? And some companies, they only want native speakers from Canada or America. So if you're from like England or Australia, I have to like deny your application for not being white enough. But it feels good denying white people for not being white enough, you know? I mean, they are the niggas now. So like instead of sending out like a formal rejection letter, I just write sorry, but we don't hire niggas here. I don't know what to do with this. I started to get a white beard, like in the bottom of my chin, like it's like white. It's strange because like my dad is like 55, you know, and hasn't even got a gray beard yet. I got a white beard. But I think it has to do like something with my uncle. Like my uncle, he have like this pigmentation disease called vitiligo, you know, like turns your skin all white. It's the same thing like Michael Jackson had. So like the thing is like my uncle, he got the disease when he was 25. And the thing is that he started acting white too. When he was 26, he became the captain of the debate team, you know. He changed his name to Dick. You know? Started dating Chinese girls, you know. Now he goes fishing every weekend, you know. I don't see Mom Dick anymore. Had a good time. Like I have like, a lot of shared apartments, right? Like I've been like looking for an apartment, and like I realized like the term like 1-bedroom apartment to an 8-room complex. You know? All they do is put up a bunch of fake walls everywhere. You know, how did China go from having the great walls in history to a bunch of fake walls? You know? Like the apartment that I took, like I got a fake wall, and like besides being fake, the wall doesn't even go all the way to the end. It's like a 2-centimeter crack in the end, you know. And my roommates like to stick in his fingers and wave to me every morning, you know. Messed up. But yeah. But it's quite interesting, like being black in China, like being Swedish guy, black Swedish guy. Like every time I tell people I'm from Sweden, you know, people question the fact that I'm black, which makes me sometimes to reply, but I'm from the south of Sweden, you know. And people just accept that answer. No one ever questions it, you know, like south of Sweden is supposed to be under the equator and a border to Nigeria or something, you know. You might as well tell him I was born during the summer. Alright, that's my time. I'm Danay. Thank you.
Danay Kidane, everybody! Before I bring up the next comic, Danay, this is a true story. Danay, he was not supposed to be in this show. If you look at the poster, his name is not on the show. What happened is that he saw that we're bringing Carl here. He texted me and he said, "How dare you not put me on the show with the African comedian?" And he switched with the comic. So give him a big round of applause. He worked hard for this spot. All right, the next comic up to the microphone. She's hilarious. She's all the way from China. Please help her come, Miss Nora Young.
Muhammad. How's everyone doing? Perfect, great. Hi, my name is Nora and I'm from Shanghai, China. Thank you for your interesting laugh. Are you surprised to see a Shanghainese in Shanghai? Because that's what's gonna happen. I'm the only Chinese and from Shanghai on stage, so welcome to my city, people. I love doing comedy, and the reason why I love to do comedy is because I want to be a minority. I want to be special. And it's so hard because I'm a Chinese, right? It's so hard. Like, so where are you from?
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, right? Just imagine everywhere you travel to, there's a place called Zimbabwe Town. Everywhere you go to, there's a bunch of your own speaking the same language, serving the same food. I feel like I'm just walking out and going back to home, you know, like so frustrating. I just want to be special, and it's so hard because there's